there's two things to differentiate. There's the system model and the interaction model. The system model is how something works, and the interaction model is how to interact with it, how to use it. So engineers, the people that build products, usually have strong system models. They understand how it works very well, but they typically have weak interaction models. So they'll know how an engine and a drivetrain works, but not how people drive their cars. While the average person will know how to drive their car, but not how the engine connects to the drivetrain and the gears work, right? So, the average person prefers being comfortable over knowledgeable. And that's something that's really hard for engineers to understand. So it's the job of the designer to come in and fill that gap between system and between users and builders. So designers need to have strong system models and strong interaction models, so they're sort of like translators. And that is, by the way, why, in my opinion, it's a good idea for designers to know how to code, right? You don't need to do it every day. You're never going to be as good at it as engineers are, but you should at least have coded one project from start to finish, right? Like done the whole pipeline, set up the database, wrote the code, and not like some basic project either, not like some 5-page site. Like do something with logins, do something with user profiles, do something with a shopping cart, and code it all yourself. It'll take you a couple months, but after that, you'll understand systems much, much better, and it'll make you a better designer. I was a front-end engineer for 2 years early on in my career. And before that, I did write some code too, like back-end code, PHP, setting up databases. And I was never as good at it as engineers are, but the knowledge that I gained from it was so valuable for me as a designer, because now I understand why an engineer sometimes gets kind of frustrated when I make some suggestion to him of how to change something. Because this thing that took me 10 minutes to change in Sketch takes them 8 hours to change in code, right? So, it can only help if you have that understanding of the systems. The more understanding you have, the more experience you acquire, you just get better and better as a designer.